Hey everyone, welcome to another MLM. Yes, today we're back to watch yet another training from a Juice Plus top leader. And this training, as all of the other ones that we watched so far, is called Freedom Training. So we know it's gonna be a lot of BS in it. I believe this one is long as well. I mean, I only have recorded like 30 something, 28 minutes. There's a lot of manipulation though, so I thought it would be important for us to cover this. And I'm still not seeing that much content made on Juice Plus, so I'm just gonna keep talking about them, hoping that someone else is gonna notice them and talk about them on their channel. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me. And let's just put a little disclaimer in here and let's get into the shit show. I'm actually on my lunch break and I'm trying to squeeze in 2 videos, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to. Living in the city center, eh? It's probably not a carjack. If I was in Dublin, then it probably would be, but this city, not really. Let's just get into it.
Our community and all of the leadership team here, I just want to say a real huge, warm and worthy welcome to our Juice Plus family. I am heading into my 5th year into the Juice Plus company and our beautiful profession. And this has truly been a vehicle that has set our family up to live life with more freedom, more certainty, and more abundance as well. Because of this business, because of this community, because of this mission, I have been able to step away from a 19-year corporate career and buy back 40 hours a week at home as a mama and set ourselves up to live life in accordance to my family's values. And nothing lights me up more than seeing other people say yes to doing life on their terms and accordance to their values, which is the beautiful gift that we all have here. So tonight is a huge night on the back of our conference weekend. We have so many lit up partners ready to level up their life with their Juice Plus business. And, as I said before, I'm guessing even if you weren't at conference and in that room in Canberra or Wellington, you still felt the energy. You still felt that inspiration and the fire watching on. And that I hope, my wish is that you too are equally excited to just lean into this collective drive and really move towards your desires of being here for you.
That's exactly what the conferences, in my opinion, are held for anyway, to get people that sense of community. And watching all the leaders that are doing this full time, earning a shit ton of money, have time freedom, and that just inspires and motivates people to keep working on their own biz. But we know that almost 99% of them never earn any profit, so no matter how much hard work they put in, this lady is extremely manipulative. I remember I was playing a game when I was screen recording this and she was just talking bullshit and I got really annoyed. I don't remember all of it, but yeah, I think it's definitely gonna get crazy from here.
So our wish here for tonight is to help you, I suppose, channel and funnel this excitement into a beautiful, calm, focused, purposeful action plan that is really intentional and aligned here for you. Plus tonight we have got all of the juicy details of our new Activate Action Challenge that is really here to guide you and hold your hand day by day moving on from conference, which is something that you absolutely do not want to miss out on. So with all of that said, we usually spend a little bit of time, for those of you that are new, each week. We spend a little bit of time each Monday night just to run through the numbers of what the first few promotions here look like when you're starting out. But tonight, we have a lot to get through. And I'm not going to spend time on those numbers, but I do want to just take a moment to highlight the fact that to get the wheels in motion in this business, I want to remind each of you that there is no guesswork in that. The how-to here It really is all mapped out for you. And your mentor, your team leader, your upline, they will have already, or they will be plugging you in to a blueprint training group where you are really guided through those steps towards success here. So you're going to be shown how to place your own order and start living this beautiful health mission as quickly as possible. They will show you, they will run you through how to really inspire your first few customers and reach that first promotion in our compensation plan, which is called Partner Plus. They're then going to show you how to map out the next promotion here, which is called Senior Partner. And when you do that, you hit the first two steps here in the business, you are going to snap up around about $400 or $450 worth of bonuses on top of your retail profit, right? So you can do that as fast as you like, or you can do it within our 60-day window to really pick up that extra bonus cash, which I love seeing people do very early on in this business. The third step in this business very quickly tonight is getting qualified, right? Which allows you to tap into the extra commissions and really start your journey of falling in love with not only making an impact in the lives of others, but also a leveraged income. Now, I had no idea.
Well, I personally feel like this is a lot of bullshit, because if everything is mapped out for you and it's super easy for you to succeed, how is it that so many people never get any profit out of Juice Plus? I mean, I feel like I'm repeating myself in all of these training calls, but it's just, it doesn't even matter which MLM company it is. They all just spew the same exact bullshit over and over again, and they all have very similar numbers. According to the FTC, up to 99% of people don't earn any money or earn very little. We've seen so many income disclosure statements, and Juice Plus's income disclosure statement is going to be down below in the description box if you want to check it out. If she keeps making income claims during this video, I'm going to pull up the numbers and we're going to take a look at them on the screen. But yeah, I mean, it's all mapped out, right? It's so easy, you can do it, but so many people fail. So why do those people fail? It's because they're lazy, right?
What any of this meant when I first started, so do not worry if this is going over your head right now. But I encourage you, if you're new, to just keep that laser focus on those first two promotions, working through the steps in that blueprint group. And I just share this tonight because I want you to start getting very used to hearing this language of senior partner and qualification here. Tomorrow at 12 p.m. Queensland time, the beautiful Kira Love, a PMD Plus in the business, will be hosting a Start Strong call where she will run you through each of those promotions, all of the numbers, and a little bit more of the how-to. So if you're able to make that call live, please do. If you aren't and you would love to see a recording of that, please reach out to your mentor. I really loved as well, just quickly before I move on, how the beautiful Linda Evenden, our top female income earner here in Australia, really edified those three steps in our business. After 14 years here in the business and creating incredible success, right? She has so many people asking her, how has she done it? She focuses on those steps, helping people move through to getting qualified, turning around, each one teach one, rinse, wash, and repeat. Right? I love the simplicity of our success system. All right, let's move on here tonight. It is a big night. What I know to be true, deep to my heart, and I know many of you have probably heard this before, is that conference was a huge weekend. Any event that we put on is profound. It's impactful, right? But what I do know to be true is that it actually, it doesn't matter what happens at the event that creates success in your life. It's what happens after the event that really does matter. And this has been true for me, building my business year on year. So I know that we can be so excited and we can be inspired and we can feel this whole new wave of energy during and soon after conference. But often for many, you know what, often for many, the reality of where life is right now can quickly start to create distractions. When we get back home on the Monday, when it's back to the kids and the family, and maybe it's that traditional job and business once again, when we get back into the swing of things, sometimes we can very quickly see the fogginess start to creep.
Okay, one thing here that really annoyed me, now I remember, is the fact that she kept saying job instead of a job, as if it's a bad word or as if it's something bad. And I've heard this on other channels when other people reacted to certain MLM people, and I really don't understand what's the deal with that. Why is it job instead of just a job, as if it's the worst thing that can happen to you? Oh my god, you got a job. Did she just say that kids are a distraction, like your kids and your family are a distraction from your MLM biz? How toxic is that? That's something really disgusting to say.
Back in after this newfound focus that we felt on the weekend, right? Sometimes we can feel these high vibes of energy and they can start to simmer away a little bit. Or maybe our head is just that full of inspiration and knowledge and impact and aha moments and light bulb moments that we can maybe go back into, well, where do I even start? Well, what's the next step? How do I piece this together? And we can go back into that default setting of overwhelm a little bit, right? So yes or yes, am I right? I'm glad this is resonating. I'm keeping an eye on the chat here. So what I love most about 2022 particularly is and I heard this often on the weekend, which was so beautiful to hear, is the collective leadership team. And I'm here to tell you tonight that this team is not going to let you fall into this trap on a deep level. All right. Let's absolutely expect that the high vibes might neutralize a little bit over the coming days and the coming weeks, but with purpose, with intention, with focus, we are going to empower each of you together and as a team to create a new standard for yourself and really build on this strong foundation that we've created over the last few days.
How many words have MLMs ruined for everyone? I mean, entrepreneurship, empower, business, as in biz. There's so many words that just don't sound the same anymore ever since I've been into anti-MLM content. That's not fair, MLM Huns.
So very simply said, we got your back, right? We're going to help you build on these new desires. And we want you to know that we are here to do this together as a team, side by side, right? And there was a whole new vibe at conference, right? The leadership team have been communicating a lot last night and this morning. And we've seen it in your eyes. We saw it in the mega moments. We saw it in the conversations. We heard it in the conversations. We saw it in the wild, free, and expansive new dance moves that have been happening on the dance floor and on the chairs. And you know what? We've just felt it with you. We have felt this culture and this connection on a whole new level. And we just want you to know that we're here to guide you. So I would love for you to get your notepads and your pens out, or your conference journal, and just hold this energy with me for this next little while, because we want to make tonight count. This is a really, really important night for all of us. So let's get that diary back out. Question that I want to kick off tonight with, yes, that dance floor was rocking. Whose vision?
And this is just so stupid in my opinion, the fact that they make people make notes as if you're in school or something, and then they always, usually in most cases, these MLM reps give like the stupidest, the most useless advice ever, and then you have a notebook, you've wasted so much paper, and you're just looking at it like, connect with people, connect with 10 people a day and bullshit like that. People are not stupid.
Really grew on the weekend. Right? Whether you are on day 1 of your journey, whether you're on day 10,001 of your journey, whose vision really grew over conference? And I must take my hat off here to Brian and Fiona Marsh. They did an incredible job on helping us all just dream bigger and kick off with that on the weekend, right? So yeah, let's just check in and refresh. They gave us that moment just to really check in and go, you know what? What do I want my life to look like? Why am I here creating this beautiful business and being part of this mission, right? They empowered us to get really, really specific on what that vision for us and our families looked like, and to bring the detail. Pop that on mute. To really bring the detail and also get clear on why that was important to us, right? So why are you part of the Juice Plus family? And how can it help you bring your vision to life? So I'm going to encourage you to review the slides. I know Brian encouraged us to take photos of them. Maybe he might post them in the Juice Plus partner page, or can pop them in the leaders chat so we can filter them out to the team. But he had some slides with some incredibly powerful and quality questions on them to help us dig deeper into that vision and that detail. So homework number one for this week, while the energy and the vision is really, really fresh, I want you to get all of these light bulb moments and these rockets of desire that you're feeling out of your head and actually onto paper, whether it's in your journal, whether you're a vision boarder, whether you've got to update your vision statement if you've done that with us throughout the year. Just be intentional this week, not next week, not next month, this week, invest some time into really working on that vision, because I promise you that is all where it starts. It doesn't matter how big, it doesn't matter how small it is, just start somewhere. What is the vision and why is it important to me, right? So that's the first big rock that we want to get done this week, right? And the other reason...
I've got a question though. What if your vision and your why is that you want to afford more for your kids, but then this lady just said your kids and your family are a distraction? So how does that go? Like, am I working for my kids, but I'm just gonna neglect my kids while I'm working for their better lives, while making their current lives worse? Is that how that goes? I'm very confused by that.
And that this is important and this is going to flow on with you, so please stick with me here, is that when you've got the vision and you've got that why, you tap into a very, very powerful resource within you, which is called why power. Forget willpower, it's why power. Why power?
This is the stupidest thing that I have heard today or this week or probably even this month, and I've recorded a shit ton of content this month. Okay, maybe it's not more stupid than the Ignagic, the water lady that was talking on the stage that said, you know, your streamline is your upline, it's your why power. And this is what they call training. She's literally just talking nonsense. Oh my god.
Power is going to keep this energy building for you. Willpower, it's short. It won't last very long. So we're going to dive into that a little bit too. From here, once we've got some clarity on this vision, once we've popped it on paper, and again, done is better than perfect. Get it done. Permission to do this vision a little bit messy as well. Our beautiful guest speaker at conference, Keith Abraham, he really spoke into the power of how do we actually bring this vision to life, and how do we start working on creating this new reality for ourselves, right? We need to have goals, right? Goal posts to really break down the vision and create focused, simple, and very clear steps, okay? So when we have goals that we can create action steps. One of my favorite things to do. Why do I love goals? Why do I love action steps? We can measure and we can track them. We know if we need to be a little bit flexible and move here and there, but they also help us keep our eyes forward and up. Rather than looking down at where reality is right now, as I said, it's all right if life's a little bit shaky for you right now. We want to stop looking down. We want to start looking up and forward. And goals will help you keep your eyes on the goalposts, right? What happens when we keep our eyes on the goalposts? We feel more certain, we start building belief, and we start building confidence. So for the sake of tonight and time, I know that we have some very big visionaries on this call that can probably go and create a 5 and 10, probably 15-year vision, and they can reverse engineer their goals from there, right? Some of you might do this from a 12-month standpoint. Some of you can go to 6 months. But for tonight, I want to keep it simple with you. And each of you can spend a little bit of time this month, perhaps workshopping your goals. I'm going to be encouraging many of my team to buddy up in groups of 3 or 4 sideline buddies as well and workshop their goals for extra accountability. But for tonight, what I want to focus on is, and this is where I want your pen and paper out again, is what is your 3-month goal for your Juice Plus business? Simple, right? What is the 90-day goal? It's the 1st of August right now. So on the 1st of November, what would you like your Juice Plus business to look like? Right? Jot it down. Pop it in your diary. And it might be a promotion, right? It might be a rank advance. It might be a number of team that you've invited to come and enjoy the business.
And why is that? Because a lot of money comes from the recruitment, probably more than you would get if you were just selling the product. So that's why we like to focus on recruitment. Is that what I heard there? Maybe that's just my interpretation, but let me know down below what you think about this.
Be a number of customers. It might be a particular bonus that you're chasing. It might be a club goal. It might be a certain dollar in your commission check. It could be getting to senior partner and getting qualified, right? It might be you teaching someone to get to senior partner and get qualified, one of the highest paying activities you'll ever do in this business. What would it be? What's your target for the 1st of November? And here's an analogy very quickly for you. I love using this whenever I set goals, and I got it from my favorite author, John Maxwell. When you are setting a goal, you want it to excite you. You want it to stretch you a little bit, but you also want it to be within your realm of possibility. Okay? You want it to excite you, but you want to make it achievable. And here's my analogy on this. I like to say, you know what, whenever I'm setting a goal, I picture myself standing on a driveway and there's a big garbage bin, right? It might be 10, 20 meters away from me. And I'm standing at the very front of the driveway and I'm holding a tennis ball. And I can see the garbage bin, and my goal is to be able to get this tennis ball and actually throw it into the bin. Now, if that bin is on the other side of the road for me.
Okay, that's a very interesting analogy that she got for this. It's so random. Well, I mean, I guess you can compare an MLM biz to a trash bin. Let's just imagine instead of a tennis ball, you're throwing your money into the trash bin. It's kind of what you're doing when you join an MLM biz. You might as well just throw your money into the trash because you are never, ever getting that money back.
Right? It's like I'm going to be closing my eyes and just pegging the ball, and who knows if there's any chance of it going in. But if I have it, you know what, 10, 20 meters away from me, I feel like, you know what, there's a pretty good chance that I can get this ball in there. It's not a guarantee, right? But I've got a pretty good shot of getting it in there. That's something that I love to use when I'm thinking about goals for myself and the business, right? So when you're thinking about the goal, ensure it's in your realm of possibility, ensure it's going to stretch you, right? Why is it important to you? What attitude are you going to need to embrace to actually be someone that's going to go out there and get that goal done. That's going to have a shot at it at least, right? What attitude are you going to need to embrace? And the next question I've got for you, just jot it down. You don't need to answer these tonight. How are you going to feel on the 1st of November if you stick to your word and you get it done? How's it going to feel, right? So with that goal in mind, focusing on that what I just said, that 3-month goal, 90 days time. With that goal in mind, what would your business then need to look like in 2 months from now, 8 weeks time? What would your business, where would your business need to be at, right? If you're tracking and you're measuring it, where would your business need to be in 2 months time to meet that goal? So see what we're doing here, and we do this in any goal setting workshop. We want to reverse engineer and break it down. What then would your business need to look like in 1 month's time? And again, just jot these questions down. You don't need to try and quickly do these numbers in your head, right? But what would your business need to look like in 1 month's time to set yourself up to be working towards that goal? From there, this is where I love detail. What would your business need to look like in 2 weeks' time? It's the 1st of August right now. How fun that we get to do this on the first day of the month. What would your business need to look like in 2 months' time? What would your business then need to look like this time next Monday? In 1 week's time?
Let's remember while we're listening to all of this crap, this is something that you're supposed to be able to put into the pockets of your time. Just work on your own time, your own schedule. It gives you time freedom, and yet you have this random lady who seems very nice, but I feel like the niceness is just a mask. But I don't know, I might be wrong. This is the first training that I'm watching from this person, and obviously I don't know her in real life. It's just my opinion, my first impressions. We're acting as if we are in school. She's giving people homework. They're grown-ass people that are supposed to be their own boss, building their own business, and yet you have this lady giving them fucking homework on the most basic things ever. And I do understand they might be doing this because it's easier to manipulate people. Like if you have something written down on a notebook, on a piece of paper, and you're looking at it, and it's easier to visualize what this business can do for you. But it won't do it, because it doesn't matter how hard you work, how much effort you put in. Most people don't earn any money in MLMs because the business model is set up for people to fail. So I find this so frustrating. If I got on this call, I'm supposed to be my own CEO, and this lady starts giving me homework, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? What am I doing?
Right? With that said, what would you need to do this week? What would you need to do tomorrow? And what would you need to do tonight after you jump off this call and before you go to bed to plan for this goal, right? For those of you that want clarity and focus and consistency, and to start building on this momentum, this is the precision that we need. This attention to detail is what is going to start to shift the needle for you, right? So Spen, I'm going to ask you guys, I know you're tired. I know so many of you have been traveling, but tonight might be a late night to actually get the pen to paper and get very specific on this planning for yourself. All right.
Wait, so you can't even do this on your own time? You have to make this tonight, even though you're tired as fuck, as you just spend a day or a whole weekend at a conference. Now you're back with your family, but instead of hanging with your family, because you didn't see them for a few days, you have to sit on this call, training call, and then you have to do your homework right after the call and stay up late and what? So your family is a distraction. Your kids are distraction to your business. So you need to ignore your kids and your family while you focus on this business. That's what she just told us, basically. Or maybe I'm interpreting it wrong. If I am, please let me know down below in the comments, but this is exactly what I got from this call.
So a lot of you, this, and the magic word that I just dropped in there very quickly is consistency, right? And I truly believe, you know, the success that not only myself, but many leaders here have created, it's because of daily consistency. And I know so many of you were watching all of the beautiful, all of our beautiful partners cross stage these past few days, right? And be recognized for a promotion, recognized for their impact, recognized for a particular club goal. And I promise you, when they are crossing the stage, the recognition isn't for them, it's not just that milestone moment, right? The recognition is a celebration of daily focus, of consistency, of from months, if not years leading up to that point, right? That's the recognition that they are feeling. It's been that daily commitment and recommitment, right? That's actually lighting them up and creating that. So that is homework number 2 for tonight, right? Writing down those goals and reverse engineering them. And I really do want to encourage you to work with your mentor here in this space, your leader. And as I said, maybe even buddy up with a couple of sideline buddies to really create some accountability around that. The third recommendation, right, that I have for you tonight is around your schedule. It is my favorite topic to speak into. You will not change your life until you change your focus. And to me, that focus, it comes from being a master of my diary, right? I get cranky. I'm doing the fist pump here. This is how excited I get about this. But I promise you, it is the secret to success is also found in how disciplined you are around your diary, right? My diary is my boss. My daily agenda is where I go out there and I kick some butt, right? If you leave your action to chance, if you leave your action to what mood you're in for the day, I'm a Gemini, I know that, right? There's lots of different moods in there. If you leave your action to your energy levels, how you feel, to whether or not it feels convenient for you, I promise you right now, you will not move towards your goals. It's real talk time for you guys. I know you're ready for it and I know you want it tonight, but I would love to empower you to get your diary out tonight. If you've never created a schedule in your life, tonight's the night. I'm going to challenge you to play with one for a little bit because...
So let me get this straight. It doesn't matter if you are tired. It doesn't matter if you have other stuff going on in your life. You can never take a day off from work in your biz. I don't know if that's just me, but that's what I got from all of this. And this is just disgusting. Like, what about the time freedom? What about the work in the pockets of your time? Work on your own schedule. And now you're saying that if you feel tired or anything or sick, you can't take a day off from work in the biz, otherwise you're not going to succeed. That is just so toxic. I mean, that is what it is, and we know that that's how it works in MLMs, but it's just funny how she's saying all the opposites than how they advertise this biz on social media. And also, please, if you are tired, take a day off. Whether you're working on an MLM hustle or something else, if you feel like you're overworking, you're getting to the burnout point, take a day off and rest. There's nothing wrong with that. You deserve that. And also, like, people have families their full-time jobs, shit happens. You can't always rely that you're gonna do everything that you scheduled on the day. But anyway,
where you purposefully and with intention, I'm even going to say honor here as well, right? When you give yourself the honor and the worthiness of putting your vision first, actually putting it into your schedule, right? When you'll know when and where and why you're going to take action in your business based on your goals. There is great honor in that. And it's a beautiful way to start to build on this self-worth that so many are craving. Your vision goes in the diary. You do not leave that to chance. All right. Now, there's going to be things right now. I certainly know this to be true while I was building and working full time and kids and stress and overwhelm. There are going to be things in your diary that you need to pull out to start getting this thing moving for you, to start bringing your desires to life, to start committing to the change that you're craving. You've got to start to clear a little bit of clutter. There's going to be earlier mornings. There's going to be some later nights, right? There's going to be that strategic imbalance that I talk about. There's going to be some weekends in there. There's going to be some things in there that I know for us mamas in particular find it hard to do. There's going to be some things in there that you need to trust and go and delegate others to do and be okay with letting it go, right? It's time to create some purposeful action and intention. And I think conference is a beautiful weekend that opens a lot of eyes and minds for mamas around that, right? On Thursday, we're all like, we can't leave the kids. No one else can do this. And I feel all the guilt. And then they're all letting their hair down and dancing on chairs and all glammed up and having the time of their life, right? You've got home today. Everyone's okay. All right? You're allowed to put you first.
Okay, well, working this fucking biz, working for free for this MLM company is not doing things for yourself. You're not doing anything for yourself. You are just working yourself up to the point where you're probably gonna have a burnout and you're not getting anything in return. You're putting your effort, your time, your hard work into this biz and you're not getting anything in return. So you're not doing anything for yourself when you're doing the MLM biz. Also, was it just me or did she just say give your kids to someone else on the weekends so that you can work this biz? That's exactly what I heard here. Again, like just the way she said, some mamas are gonna have to let go of certain things on the weekends. And then she gave an example of how they were nervous of going to the conference, leaving their kids, but then they ended up having a great time. So she's suggesting that you may have to get rid of your kids during the weekend so that you can work your biz. Because why? Your kids are a distraction. And that's literally quoting her from the beginning of this training. But in my opinion, this was disgusting. This lady talks slow and it's a bit boring, but the shit that's coming out of her mouth is just disgusting. In my opinion, it's just such a bad manipulation tactic. It's so toxic to tell people that kids are their distraction, knowing that most of the people, there's no way she's at the top 1% or whatever and she's not aware of how many people are just failing, working hard and not getting anything in return with this business. I feel like personally that she knows what she's doing and she's just using all of this to manipulate people to work even more because what? She's getting money off of their hard work. But that's just my own opinion. You let me know down below what you thought about this. I'm gonna wrap that up here. I have another one to record. Thank you so much for watching, especially if you made it this far. Don't forget to click that like and subscribe button if you'd like to support me, and we'll hopefully see you in the next one. Bye.